like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McRae Mechanical. We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McRae Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would give your attention to Center Court, we would like to honor a Jonesboro student athlete for reaching a career milestone. On January 23rd against Lundy's Mill High School, this young man scored his 1,000th point. He has been a starter in 2 state championships, winning one of them, and is averaging 27 points and 15 rebounds this year. He has signed his letter of intent to play at Queen's University in Charlotte. Everybody please stand, put your hands together for our very own Jamari. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jonesboro High School for this afternoon's competition between the Mount Zion Bulldogs and your Jonesboro Cardinals. At this time, the starting lineups first for the visiting Mount Zion Bulldogs. Number 11, Garrett Harden. Number 12, Bryce Martin. Number 20, Reggie Lane. Number 21, Kendall Orrington. And number 25, Eric Greer. The Bulldogs are coached by Coach Chris Carter and
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a nice rainy Saturday afternoon here in Clayton County. I'm Bo McMichael. This is live football here. Look at me, live basketball here at Jonesboro High School. It's Jonesboro Cardinals versus the Mount Zion Bulldogs. I've got a little football on my mind, got the Super Bowl coming up, and we're also filming some games today, so my brain was thinking football. Sorry about that. So we got a great region matchup here at Jonesboro High School, little crosstown rivals, meaning that they are less than about 3 miles away from each other. So it should be very entertaining to get down and get busy with it. Last time they played, it was a very close game within the first 2 quarters, and Jonesboro once again was able to spread it out. So with the tip, we already heard the introductions of everybody, so let's get started. Glad everybody could join us here tonight. Give you a little information about Mount Zion as the game progresses, where they're at in the region. Same thing with Jonesboro after Thursday's night's victory. Jonesboro wins the tip, and away we go. It looks like we got Ellerby, Miles, Jamari with the basket, no good. Mount Zion rebound. We got Brandon Walker in the game as well, and also Mosley. Good defensive play for Jamari. He was honored at the very beginning of the game. And with that, we got our first trip to the foul line. Looks like Ellerby took it all the way down himself. And they're going to say it's a ground foul. And he made the basket. Great effort across the board. Thought that was actually a shooting foul. In fact, it was not. So we get to see Mount Zion on offense to begin with. Mount Zion sitting in a very interesting spot, about the 5th seed, 8-11 overall, 5-6 in the region. Had a 5-game winning streak get snapped this past week against Drew. Good jumper, no good. Rebound Walker. Oh, he snagged that out of thin air, it felt like. One-handed layup, no good. Going to call a foul on Mount Zion, going the other way. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Glad to have everybody with us here at Jonesboro High School Saturday evening/afternoon. Getting ready to put an end to this month of January of 2018, getting ready for February. And that's basketball play. Slam. Nice alley-oop. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that action here. Probably not, going to have to exit out. I'll tell you a little secret about what we have with instant replay. Good basket for Mount Zion. Deep ball, deep three, no good. 5-2 scoreboard, bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Home team is Jonesboro. Guest is Mount Zion. Another defensive steal from Jonesboro, trying to get it in the hole. Quick timeout. With that, I'll give a chance to settle down a little bit. Everybody take a nice deep breath before we get started back again. Once again, Jonesboro is tied for first place in the region standings with Stevenson, heading into the final week of basketball play right before the tournament starts. And Mount Zion sitting right around the 5th seed, which is really good on their end. Added a little Mount Zion versus Jonesboro at the bottom so we could see who was the guest team and who was the home. Not that it's hard to remember that. Inbound pass back out to Ellerby. And we'll start off some action. Out of bounds, still Jonesboro basketball. Decided to still stay down here on the court side. Get a nice little overall experience. Oh, bounce pass was stolen. Great block by Jamari. Taking it the other way, Jonesboro they go. Spot up 3. Walker's got the touch today. Give it to him. 8-2. Get back on defense we go.
And looks like we'll be able to get through this replay. You have an opportunity right here to do two things. One, foul him or not, and that's, to me, a very bad foul, or very bad call on that particular foul overall. Still adjusting my mics, making sure everybody can hear me properly. Rebound, Jonesboro. That 1 and 2 on that play. Spot up jumper by Miles, good. 10-4 lead here, early in the first quarter. This is their third game of the week. Spot of Jay, no good. Rebound Mosley. Taking it the other way we go. Another three. In. Oh, where Walker couldn't hit anything on Thursday night, he has redeemed himself with 2 3-pointers very early in the first quarter. Jumper by Mount Zion, good. They're keeping it fairly close, 13-6 here. The last time Mount Zion and Jonesboro played was early in the season, roughly around December 16th. Approximately a 20-point victory over at Mount Zion in favor of Jonesboro. First foul shot by Jamari is good. 14-6 is the lead. Next week we have 3 games scheduled as well, with our final home game of the season scheduled for Friday versus Monday's Mill. If you were able to see any part of that game last Tuesday, you know that it's going to actually be a very interesting game. A lot of intensity. We see Lovejoy at Lovejoy on Wednesday, and Forest Park comes into play here on Tuesday. Spot up 3. He had a good look at it. Hit off the top of the iron. Going the opposite direction now. They're trying to give it to him again, meaning Walker in the corner. Passes back out to Miles, foot on the line. They're going to say it was a 3, but it was a foot on the line. Rebound, Mount Zion. Looks like Dakota, number 4 for Jonesboro, will be coming in soon from a substitution perspective. Deep 3. Stephen Curry range. No good. Lucas takes the ball up. Good rebound, put back by Jamari, eating that up tenfold. Good movement across the board. As for the instant replay, only on and fouls that the instant replay works on a positive basis, because it kicks back 5 seconds. So that's about the only time I can really show a good instant replay. So if we get a good slam and they're moving, I can't. Ooh, out of bounds. Good turnover for Jonesboro, bad turnover for Mount Zion. I have somewhat of a frog in my throat, and I will cough it out here shortly. Looks like a quick timeout. With that, I have a little word from our sponsors. I say that, but I'm not necessarily.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McRae Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
Coming out of that quick timeout, getting their focus 17-6. Jonesboro's leading. I will say this, I have watched the last two games, and we've started off very cold against Mundy's Mill and Tucker. It's nice to have a little lead here in the first quarter. Around the river bend they go. Spot up jumper, no good. Walker gets his own rebound. A melee of players, and Mount Zion was able to come out with it successfully. Working on my commercials, my voiceovers. Sometimes I'll look for my 6-year-old to possibly do some voiceovers for us in the near future. Deep three. Felt like a possible foul, did not call it. One-handed jumper. Coaches went to his bench early today. The only person we look like we have two starters on the floor. Everybody else is subbing in. Not able to get the putback. By Jonesboro. They are playing keep away from Jamari, and they have closed the lead down to 7. The old idea of playing sound basketball has kind of went by the wayside here in the final minutes of the first quarter. Coach Nate said he was watching the game in replay and was talking to me a little bit about his bald head. Oh, good block shot on Mosley. Was not able to put the power up in there. So we moved the camera a little bit, hoping not to get any bald heads in the way. Coming to the end of the first quarter. Good first quarter here. Very well played. Not many fouls. Total of 3. Spot up 3. Cuts that lead to 4. They're making a game of it here in the first quarter. Glad to have everybody joining us here on a Saturday evening. 6 o'clock matinee of some sort. It's been a fairly rainy day here in Clayton County. All right, into the first quarter, 13-17, or 13-17, Jonesboro leads.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McRae Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
Would like to thank all our sponsors. Thank you so much for being an avid supporter of Jonesboro basketball. This is Score Sports, bringing you live Jonesboro basketball every time we can here in Clayton County. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. It's start of the second quarter. Jonesboro 17, Mount Zion 13. A good region matchup here this evening. They were playing a little Gangnam style in the background. Hopefully that won't be too many copyright infringements. Another deep three. He is a high three-point shooter. Able to get that rebound, almost got it stolen. Dishes it off down underneath to the Jamari. You You can tell that he was looking for it, trying to get that pass inside, not able to take it all the way up and go up with it, but did get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. First basket, good. Glad to see his consecutive free throwing, shooting, especially after the first one. Second one's always up in the air when it comes to Jamari. On Tuesday night, tip-off will be roughly around 7:30 against Forest Park here. We'll be away on Wednesday, a back-to-back game. Very rarely happens unless it's a Friday, Saturday. This one's a Tuesday, Wednesday. This is a makeup day for the snow. Basket good. Makes both of them. Sidearm pass. They're going to call the foul. Has a late charge foul, but we'll take it. Let's see if he was able to get his feet. You can tell Mosley was trying to get in position right here. Was able to get it. And Mr. Ref said, all right, we'll give it to him. And away we go, back up the court we go. 19-13, just the start of the second quarter. Fast-paced, moving, only 5 total fouls. And he was trying to go around the world right there and give it to his buddy Jamari. Jamari was unsuccessful at that point. They acknowledged Mr. Smith scoring his 1,000th point for Jonesboro High School. Felt like he has been here for a long time. Been playing since he was a freshman. Good block. Oh, goodness gracious. And then is able to give an and one down at the other end of the court. Not only does he steal it from the back of the backboard, but he's able to have enough power to push it all the way in. Great job. Shaking my head at that. That was nice indeed. Don't know what to do in a position like that if you're the coach when you get dominated on one side and he just takes it all the way back to the other side and is able to put it in right there. Dishes all the way outside. Probably should have went straight through the lane to shoot it. Air ball. Good rebound, Mosley. Ellerby takes it right back up the field. We got the mascot in tonight for the Jonesboro Cardinals. The hope is we'll see a couple more games here in the state playoffs. That's my hope. We're going to have to win the region tournament to get a couple of games here. If not, please come out, especially any type of alumni that wants to acknowledge their old gym. This gym's going away this year. We've got 2 more home games. Deep 3, no good. Mount Zion takes it the other way. 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. I'm Bo McMichael. This is Score Sports, bringing you YouTube live action of basketball. Mount Zion High School versus Jonesboro Cardinals. Jonesboro's ahead, 22-13. Deep 3. I don't think he called. Hit it to the top of the metal pole of the goal. So that's a no-gooder. You got to be able to. I love saying no-gooder. You can never say no-gooder enough in the world that I come from. Glad to have our listeners come in. Always appreciate people tuning in. Got a special birthday announcement to that young lady up in Ohio. Glad it's her birthday. That's Coach Melman's sister, Diana. Glad it's her birthday. Hopefully she's able to sit down and enjoy some basketball action. Hopefully it's not too cold in the garage watching on the big screen from the couch. Trying to pass that ball around. Oh, they trying an alley-oop instead of just passing it inside. Spent this morning playing outside with the kiddos. And beneath the rain, they like playing in the sandbox when the rain comes because they can build sandcastles a lot easier. 22-13, right at 5 minutes. Deep 3. Finally, that one goes for Mount Zion. 18-22, they were able to cut the lead once they got that three-pointer going. It's a 4-point lead here in the second quarter. Rebound Mount Zion. Mount Zion is trying to find any type of spark. Good defensive play from Jonesboro. Wasn't ready for it. Going back the other way. Now to play a little defense of our own. Oh, great job by Lucas. I'm going to let that go. Let y'all enjoy that real quick. That was a nice steal. He's shooting a deep three, misses it. I want y'all to watch that a little bit. I'm okay with missing that. That was just a great slam. Back to action. They're going to call timeout. He didn't miss much. Mount Zion spot up three was no good. I wanted y'all to enjoy that. Going to a timeout here. Glad we're able to sit back and enjoy a little bit of this. They've been trying to do that all day, it felt like. (24-18). Midway through the second quarter. From a seeding perspective, every win counts right now for Jonesboro. It doesn't necessarily matter between the first and second seed going into the tournament. You want to be opposite Stevenson no matter what, but you're definitely thinking about that third and fourth matchup. Who's that third seed and who's that fourth seed? That could cause some damage, whether that be Tucker or Mount Zion or Drew. Rotating that ball around consistently for Jonesboro. Almost got himself in a little trouble. Dakota hits the three. Coach Melman backed away a little frustrated for a second. As soon as he turned his back, Dakota shot the three. Kind of helped the energy push a little bit more. Out of bounds, Jonesboro basketball. Jonesboro's ahead by 9 here in the waning minutes of the second quarter. At halftime, we will go away for a little bit and come back. Allow you a chance to maybe grab a bite to eat, watch the remaining 2 quarters of play here at Jonesboro. Good crowd here for a Saturday night on both ends. Jamari will go to the line to shoot 2. (28-18), increase the lead to 10. Not able to connect on the second free throw. Spot up jumper no good. Jonesboro gets that rebound. Good defensive rebounds compared to what we experienced against Tucker and Mundy's Mill earlier in the week. Senior night will be next Friday versus Mundy's Mill. Deep three from Walker. Good. That's his third three-pointer of the night. 31-18 increases the lead to 13 here in 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Matches the three right back. You could see that he was trying to go around the rim, pull a nice little shot, especially when he took it with him. He was doing his best to get that ball to spin on that backboard. Fell right back out. They'll go to the line to shoot two. That was Miles Black. No band tonight, so every now and then the music kicks in, so I got to turn down the volume a little bit so we don't get ourselves in copyright violation. Misses both. Don't see Miles at the free throw line much. Maybe that's something we need to work on before we get into region tournament play. Dakota's thinking about it, dips it into Miles, misses the jumper. Rebound East, not East. You would think I'd get all these names in my brain lined down. Yeah, I think it is East. Yes, it is. A freshman playing here several minutes in all three games that we've seen this past week. Mr. Smith takes a little break on the bench. Waning minutes of the second quarter. About 90 seconds remain. I'd say shoot it, but hey, what do I know? Deep three. Rebound Jonesboro. Deep three. Good from Dakota. We are definitely shooting a lot better over the past two quarters than I've seen over the past two games. So that's nice to see that. Minute remains. Just a side note, Jonesboro's only had one foul called against them the whole quarter, or the whole first half, where Mount Zion has had 8 called against them. That is good, solid defense not to allow any type of fouls. Took one off of Coach Melman's head. Basketball felt like maybe he was hanging out with his buddy. Hard to tell. Ba-da-doom-doom. Coach, Mr. Walker, Brandon Walker that is earning his Wheaties tonight. He is all over number 12 and not letting 12 get the ball for nothing. They are playing good, solid defense across the board. Now finally got a foul called. First basket's good. It's 23 to 36. 22 to 36. We'll step away here at the halftime, come back with it roughly right around 2 minutes. And get ready for third quarter and the fourth quarter. I'm Bo McMichael. This is Score Sports. So glad to have you with us here tonight. Still trying to get you. Oh, couldn't get it up. Oh, missed it. He tried his best to swing that basket with 0.8 seconds. All right, so that's halftime. That's halftime. Going to take a little break. Glad to have you with us. Get this music cut off here so we don't get ourselves in trouble. We'll be right back. Thanks so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to basketball action here at Jonesboro High School. It's Mount Zion versus Jonesboro Cardinals. Third quarter right around the corner. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Glad to have everybody with us here tonight. Saw a pretty well-balanced first half for Jonesboro, offensively and defensively. And the nice part about it all is 36-23, a 13-point lead going into the third quarter. It's always a nice way to look at it. Getting ready to hopefully increase our region record to 12-1 with 3 games remaining in the regular season. Sorry about that internet issue early on during halftime. For some reason, the little jetpack that I was using overheated. And it was sitting on top of something, didn't like it, and shut down on me. I always like nice to learn things. All right, let's get this third quarter started. Jonesboro in the white, Mount Zion in the black. Home team is Jonesboro. Deep three by Walker. In and out. Everybody's trying to get that rebound. Number 12, East, and number 2, Smith. Oh, that was Miles Black. Miles and Jamari were both going for the ball. Ended up fouling the Mount Zion player. Good crowd overall here tonight. It's always nice when both schools decide to come out and support their local basketball teams. Between Jonesboro and Mount Zion, roughly about 3 miles away from each other. Word has it, that'll be Jonesboro's home basketball court next year when they're redesigning this gym here with the school as well. Ellerby. I got a little nervous there. Everything was coming my way. I held in there the best I could. Thought he was going to slide into the equipment and take me out in the process. The only thing I would be done is left crying in a nice puddle. The only thing I probably might have said was, and back to the sponsors. 36-23. Early here in the third quarter. Mount Zion versus Jonesboro. Jonesboro is looking for that number 1 seed going in the region tournament. Mount Zion is trying to hold on to the 5th seed. Deep three from Mount Zion, no good. Air ball. There's not much to say in that situation. The one that you want to see is the one that he just literally took the ball back from me. But great job, Ellerby, going in the round, getting fouled, being able to go to the line to shoot 2. Don't have much to say from Jamari. He's just peaking at the right time, Mr. Smith. He is definitely peaking across the board from a defense and an offensive force here with Jonesboro. We're roughly about 21 games into the season, and I can see the whole team beginning to form a nice little nucleus. Got to be able to stop that lane drive by Mount Zion. Up by 12. Going to send him to the line again. Early here in the third quarter, Jamari will go on the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Actually a 1-and-2. He'll get 2 foul shots. His odds is usually 50-50. Makes the first one. I hope he proves me wrong and makes the second. I'm missing the band. I enjoy listening to the band at halftime. He makes foul on Mount Zion, Jonesboro basketball. Walker will rebound underneath. Deep pass to Ellerby. Miles thought about it. Good basketball movement. Great offensive flow across the board here for Jonesboro. Up by 15, 40-25 is your score. Oh, all right. That's not good. Mosley's going to be gone after that. He'll go take his timeout. I couldn't necessarily see what happened, but that's that. He's going to be gone. I'll let them go ahead and settle when they need to settle, but number 32 for Jonesboro is definitely out of the game at that point. I couldn't necessarily see what happened. Getting some clarification of what they're going to do. At this point, looks like Mosley's going to be out of the game, number 32, based on the situation that occurred just now. Don't necessarily, could have to go back and actually watch the footage myself, see what would happen. Not sure necessarily what happened to cause him to strike out and punch him. Well, it's definitely going to end his, probably, my guess, his basketball career here at Jonesboro. We'll see how that all gets played out and handled. I know you all have that capability of being able to rewind it. I'm not able to since I'm live telecast at this point. Jumper. Jonesboro rebounds it. We'll get back to action here, 40-25. I'll try to ask a question here if I get an opportunity to ask Coach Nate what actually happened, but definitely saw both players leave the game. Was not able to obtain the emotion right there to be able to do that. So right now, good offensive play, taking it to the hole right there. It's never a dull moment at Score Sports. Basketball is definitely an intense environment. I always tell my filmers once the initial contact occurs to step away from it. I didn't want him to necessarily go to the scoreboard, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Slam jam right there. The game is slowly getting out of the hands of Mount Zion. Deep three for Mount Zion. No good. You can feel the environment in the gym has definitely shifted a great deal because of what has occurred. I always state that possibly lost viewerships based on that, but no telling what actually occurred right now. (47-25). Misses the first, makes the first, misses the second. Possibly missed both of them based on me not paying attention. Deep three from Lucas. Walker come running at me. I did my best to hang in there and not freak out. Contemplating getting a haircut, just sharing that with the audience. There's only 10 of us, so it's like we're friends. It's good times indeed. Don't have a lot of hair to get cut, but I am growing a very strangely beard that I think I'm gonna have to get rid of here soon, rather than later. 47-25. It is quiet here in the gym. Nobody really knows how to take that situation that occurred to watch Jamari Mosley step away. Definitely don't want to see anybody else go out of the game. You can tell Jamari going in the lane, he just got pushed down and tackled, and that's what Mr. Smith was kind of wondering why that's the case. We got Dakota in the game. We got Walker in the game. We got Smith in the game. We got Miles in the game. And we look like we got Lucas in the game, number 0. Rebound, Dakota. Back to Jamari. Miles looking for a shot. I think it bounced onto that rim a total of 4 times before it came down. Tell you, got a little double dribble action. That ball was way above his head. Once again, glad to have everybody joining us here tonight, here with Score Sports. Glad to have our sponsorships in full effect. That's Chick-fil-A, Stevens McCray Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, The Dwarf House, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers, and FCA. Thank you for doing everything you have done for Jonesboro this year. Mount Zion with a very tough rebound defensively. What are we going to call here? Timeout with Mount Zion. With that in mind, we'll go ahead and head out to our commercial.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McCray Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
Welcome back. 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 48-25 is your score. Jonesboro easily in the lead. We've had some very unsavory action here in the start of the third quarter. Number 32 for Jonesboro was ejected from the game, throwing a flagrant punch at one of the Mount Zion players. Looked like it was number 4 for Mount Zion. So both players have been ejected. Nobody shot any type of free throws based on that. They just went on their way. We'll know a little bit more next week of what the ramifications are with Mr. Mosley leaving the basketball game. Closing into 90 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. It's been a quick game so far. sitting right around 60 minutes. Next week, we're in play 3 days this next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Rebound East over to Alex. Looks like Alex Glass has joined us, number 1. Dakota's in the game. East, Walker, and Smith. Looks like Jamari's been living on the line tonight, shooting three-pointers. Or shooting free throws, not three-pointers. Sometimes my brain goes a little bit on me. Hanging in there the best I can. 50-25. We haven't reached the 50 mark this early in the game in quite a while. That shows that our improved shooting has come into effect. Jonesboro is in the bonus and will be in the bonus the whole fourth quarter. Good jumper by Mount Zion. Bad pass by Alex. They're going to hit me eventually. I'm just hoping that I have enough fortitude to step in front of the ball and not let it hit my camera. I doubt it. I'm not real smart. Remaining 30 seconds. Foul. But it's a non-shooting foul. That'll be the team's 5th foul. The next one will get them in the bonus. Meaning them, meaning Mount Zion. Always enjoy when it's a very tight game. Viewership increases, but I love the people that want to stay in and actually watch the remaining part of this game. Hopefully we have the birthday girl up in Ohio able to celebrate and enjoy this victory with her brother. It's a baby brother. She is older than him. It was funny when I asked him, hey, how old's your sister? He said, you have Facebook, look it up. So social media got me once again. Remaining 30 seconds. And the crazy thing is, a lot of this reason why we've gotten online and streaming for Jonesboro basketball and I got involved was to let Coach Melman's family be able to tune in and watch because they mostly were out of state, or let alone when they couldn't make it to the game and they were local. So it's given them an opportunity to watch it, which is always nice to know that I'm able to help out in that direction. Charge on Mount Zion. Great job from Jonesboro's perspective going the other way. 3.2 seconds remaining. He tries it, no good. 50-29. Start of the fourth quarter.
Students, this is a reminder as we begin the fourth quarter. Text or call home so your ride is here waiting for you. Text or call so your ride is waiting for you.
This will be the last matchup of the year between Mount Zion and Jonesboro, unless they end up playing each other early on in the region tournament. Haven't had a chance to look at the brackets. Hopefully I'll have that opportunity coming into this next week. The region tournament will take place at Mundy's Mill High School. So if you're interested in coming out and seeing some great basketball, feel free to come out. Should be pretty exciting. It'll take place in 2 weeks, the whole week, right after the Super Bowl, from realistically February 4th all the way through. Probably ending out Friday with the championship. Always nice to see that. I'm hoping for a Stevenson-Jonesboro matchup, or maybe even a Tucker-Jonesboro matchup. Somebody can upset Stevenson. So let's get this fourth quarter going. 8 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Start of the fourth, Jamari, East, Lucas, Elderby, and Miles in the game for Jonesboro. Circling that basketball around, trying to find a good opening inside. Gets it up with East. Jamari with the rebound. Basket's good. They probably could call a foul every time Smith touched the ball. They didn't call a foul that time. Mount Zion to go to the line to shoot 2. It has definitely went to a standstill. Half the group's trying to figure out what actually happened. I hate to see anything like that happen. We had the same kind of situation occur almost against Tucker before the boys' game started. 52-30, early on here in the fourth quarter. Out to Dakota. They trying to find it. Great dribbling skills from Dakota. Spot up 3 from Miles. No good. Jamari with the great offensive rebound. Able to get away and get the steal. Mount Zion takes it the other direction. Very interesting about high school basketball. There is no shot clock, so as long as you're not guarding the gentleman, there's not a 5-second count. You can just sit there and dribble the basketball. It's all about, do you want to play defense or not? Deep 3. Top of the rim, over the back. East will go down, or Lucas will go down and shoot 2. That's the team's 7th/team 8th foul of the night. Once again, both teams are in bonuses, so definitely the game can slow down a great deal at this point. First free throw was good. Great job from Lucas. I don't necessarily that he's smiling that he made it, but it was nothing but net. It was a high net at that. He almost touched the ceiling with that shot. Makes both of them. Go ahead and sell your lottery tickets. We've just hit the jackpot. 54-30. Banked off the back of the rim, number 10 for Mount Zion. Great shot on his end to be able to drive the lane and kiss the back of the board. It'll be interesting to see the dynamics that changed up a little bit with Jamari Mosley out of the game here against Forest Park. Forest Park's not a very strong-based team. Their girls' team is. He tried to go hard up into the lane. East did. It was unsuccessful. They're going to call a foul. They're going to let the boys play right now, which is nice. Walker's going to do a spot-up 3. Everybody's trying to put back. Not able to get the rebound. Walker with the block. Got a little street ball going on right now. Somewhat enjoyable. You do enjoy when the refs just let them play a little bit. Nobody gets too intense about anything. Once again, it's always appreciative of people turning in here on YouTube Live, watching Jonesboro basketball. Thank you for our sponsors. This has been a very fun season, an up and down season. 14-7, looks like we're going to increase to 15-7. Looks like Mr. East twisted his ankle. He's got a robotic leg in some sort. Number 24 for Jonesboro enters the game. Great board work on both teams' efforts. Left a wide open lane. Good no block there for Jonesboro. 56-36, up by 20. 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Last quarter of play here. Finishing out a 3-game week. 3-0, 3-game winning streak here for Jonesboro. Nice to be back in the winning ways. We started this week down, losing 2 straight. One to Stevenson, the other to Ben Hill, but I'll blame all that on the weather. Transition, great for Mount Zion. Give them 2 more, decreases the lead to 18. You can tell that when Dakota got emptied up in the lane like that, he was more surprised that he was wide open. And he's like, well, I'll dish it off, mainly because I'm looking for the man underneath. And he became the man underneath. Back to 20, closing into the final 3 minutes left to here in the ball game at Jonesboro High School. Foul to go to the line to shoot 2. Once again, both teams are in the bonus, but that was a shooting foul. Looks like East on the bench. Number 12 for Jonesboro. Ice on his knees. He'll be here probably for the remaining of the game. You got to think that 3 games in a week definitely takes a toll on a team. Same thing's going to happen next week. And then if you're going to win the region, you're going to have to win 3 games in that week too. A Tuesday, Thursday, Friday matchup or a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday matchup depending. Deep 3, no good for Jonesboro. They've added number 24 to the game. Another charge call on Mount Zion. Great job on the defensive side of the ball for Jonesboro. And to clean that sweat off. You know that they've been working when anybody hits the floor and it's just covered with sweat. Alex takes him up. Number 1, Glass. Finger roll in from Jamari. I think the audience thought we were going to see a slam, pulling that ball back all the way back from his head. He decided to finger roll it in. First time we've seen number 23 in a great deal. Last time I saw 23 play for Jonesboro, Mr. Walker Jr., MJ, who's now with Florida State. I'm even having to pull up the roster here to see who number 23 is. Crumbly, he's a sophomore. Number 24, Thomas, is in the game. He's a sophomore as well. So we got 23 Crumbly, 24 sophomore. We got Smith, who's a senior, in the game. We got Alex Glass, who's a senior in the game, and we got Ellerby, who's a junior. Remaining 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game. 60-40. Looks like they're going to let them play. I'd have called a foul on that one. Basket's good. Somewhat uncontested. Somebody hit the breakdown music. Alex is very, very fast. Reminds me of a gentleman that used to play for Georgia Tech many, many moons ago by the name of Carl Brown. Deep three. Missed that block, or missed that shot. Jamari was right there for the putback. Nobody was blocking out. Deep three, no good. Jamari padding his stats right here with a good rebound. Another home game on Tuesday. Good touch by Crumbly. Timeout. With that, we'll have a word from our sponsor. Last 90 minutes remaining, or 90 seconds remaining in the game. I'm Bo Michael. This is Score Sports.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Stevens and McRae Mechanical, Natural Enclosures, the Chick-fil-A, the Dwarf House off of Terra Boulevard, Southside Realtors, Pounds Property Management, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Advanced Chiropractic of Conyers. Thank you for doing everything you can for Jonesboro basketball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back for the last minute 12 left in the ball game. Score Sports bringing you Jonesboro basketball live here at Jonesboro. Been a quick game, 62-42. Less than 90 minutes total time to play these 4 quarters of action. 62-42 necessarily wasn't a close game. Maybe at the very beginning. Had a mishap occurred in the third quarter that caused Jonesboro and Mount Zion both to lose a player. Sad to see that happen overall. So with the loss of Jamari Mosley, number 32, we'll see the ramifications that occur throughout next week. We play home here on Tuesday versus Forest Park, then away on Wednesday against Jonesboro, and then back at home for the last game of the regular season against Mundy's Mill. Deep three. We'll give it to Thomas, number 24, a sophomore from Jonesboro High School. 65-45. Dakota with the rebound. Alex is just going to take it straight up. Passes it back out. '15's entered the game as well for Jonesboro. I'd have to be quick enough to be able to get his number. Dakota with the block. Let's see if we can get a number on 15. These are the new Cardinals. That's Rogers. He's a sophomore. Well, it's always going to be interesting when state tournament comes about. We got region play here in 2 weeks, region tournament at Mundy's Mill High School, and then depending on if we're the first, second, third, or fourth seed, you know, we always got to win that first game to get into the dance. and then anything's possible. Crumbly with the rebound. Over to Glass. We're going to wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Thank our sponsors. Happy birthday, Diana. You all be safe. We'll see you back here on Tuesday night. Great job, Jamari Smith, in your 1,000 points this past week. I'm Bo McMichael. This is Score Sports. You just saw Jonesboro basketball defeat Mount Zion basketball 65-45. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy your Sunday. Spend some time with the family.